Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Today I will be following Group 7 or more specifically U3 BPA, and I'm kind of curious how that's going to go. I don't believe I've seen them play before. But yeah, let's take you to the game. This is the group that we'll be following. So we've got N1, we've got ASN, U3 BPA, Ego, Komu 3, Lowen, Hagi, and UNNV. And statistically, there's a lot of good clans in here. So I've not really watched these clans play tours yet, but it does look very promising. So like I said, we will be following this clan tonight. There are certain brackets. We are going to start versus UNNV, I believe. There we go. And that's going to start in some minutes. And I'm already in the room, but because there's only a 3-minute delay, I'm not going to enter the room until we drop below that 3-minute thing. But yeah, this is the matchup that we're going to start with. It is a best of 5. And the match times are set tonight, so I will be basically checking after every matchup to see when the next one is, and I'll show some replays in between. But yeah, really curious to see how all this will go, and excited to see the games. So let's have a look. We still have like 40 seconds before we can actually go into the room. Basically, the delay is there to avoid people stream sniping and being able to see each other's lineups and stuff like that. But yeah, it's also quite a long wait all the time. But yeah, I am looking forward to this. I am kind of curious to see how these clans will play. The thing is that like I'm used to EU server, and I've watched Asia server and NA server quite a lot over time as well. But basically CS server I've not really followed, mainly because it's sort of been like a private server and kind of like far away from everything, plus the time's crossed over, so it wasn't something that I could just generally stream unless I wanted to drop EU, which is like my hometown, so I don't want to do that. But it also means that I'm not quite familiar with all the CIS clans and how pro they are. So yeah, this is gonna be a first for me. Should be fun. And no, Bada, there is no code for this stream. It's still qualifiers. Basically, we're only halfway through the qualifiers. I wouldn't expect any rewards until we get to the round robin, and even then I don't know if we're going to get rewards for watching. So basically, it's about the tour games, and it's about the team games, so to speak, and just watching some very OP team play. That's what this is about right now. It's not about rewards. So yeah, 2 minutes left to go. U3 BPA is completely there, taking no less than 5 Type 71s, a 215B, and an IS-4 for Dynasty Sprawl. And on the other side, we see UNNV having 5 players so far. I do hope they get more than that, but if they ready up, then we will at least get a battle. And they still have a bit of time for that. So far we see 2 Type 71s and the T57 Heavy ready for battle. Also need to check where I can find the actual cup standings after this. Because like we're halfway through, so it's getting intense. There we go, spectators have been set. If Tixie can ready up, that would be grand. And then we would have... There we go. We will at least get a battle probably, hopefully, if Tixie readies up. I do hope they ready up again. There we go. 3 Type 71s, 2 T... Oh god. This is kind of like... They still have time, of course. But when it's only 5 people, if anyone doesn't ready up or isn't ready up when the battle begins, then you have no battle. Hello, Iberi. Probably pronounced that all wrong, I do apologize. But hello back to U3 BPA. I'm just gonna call you U3, to be honest. Probably. Mainly because I want to avoid 5 seconds. He doesn't have much time to ready up. To be fair, they only have 5 people against them, but I think that they forgot to ready up. Oh my god. No, no. They made it in time. 7 versus 5 it is. Hey Kipok, I cannot speak Cyrillic, so I'm probably pronouncing all the names wrong. But hello. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. Well, to be fair, I kind of feel very, very sorry for you and NV. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to seeing you get proper matches later on. And I really hope that there will be 7 players there. So we got Psycho heading towards the base C area, whereas the rest is going towards the AB area. All 5 of UN and V. Oof, some already getting spotted. And they are going towards base C. They're meeting Psycho. Psycho is getting absolutely yeeted here. I don't think anyone expect anything. This is a clever thing though, because now they have to reload their clip. But not all of them fired, so there is that as well. And now U3 is just moving in. Not all focus firing, they are a little bit split there. They are going to go after Hum yet. Next, there we go, I'll find the word eventually. Hum losing HP very quickly here. Whereas Devotion is occupying a tank all on his own. And Bobo is actually occupying 2 on his own. He's probably not going to survive it, but at this stage I don't think they quite care. They can just YOLO in when it's 7 versus 5. Because there's just no way that they can lose this, unless there's magical ammo racks happening and everything. And that's just not the case. And there we go. Last gun gone. First game is for you 3. I don't think anyone expected anything else. Have to say though, U3 BPA, you are literally the most polite clan I've seen so far. Just by checking in the chat and greeting everyone. It's just really sweet. Thank you. That honestly means a lot. And they found a 6th player. Woohoo! So yeah, in a minute and a half we're getting ready for this second game on Dynasty Sprawl. UN and V is still a gun short. Hopefully they will get another player. Because then they will actually have a full team. But we see U3 now getting ready with a 215B, 4 Type 71s and 2 E50Ms. Going for the ramming game perhaps. And on the other side we see potentially 5 Type 71s and 1 LT. And there they go, they are readied up. 4 E50Ms now. Oh god. See, this is the thing. When you get lineups like this, you know that it's kind of like half troll. But at the same time, you can't really blame them because they have a big advantage. And yes, there is still a chance that they will lose. This is not that big a chance. So let's see, half a minute left to go. Oh god, they're all gonna do it, are they? Oh my god. Oh no, it's a mouse. One of these is not like the others. But there we go. 6 E50Ms and a mouse. I can honestly say I've not seen that lineup before. And here we go. And let's see. Honestly, at this stage, I can't really take commentating this all that seriously either. Because you know it's not really a serious battle. So we have all the E50Ms heading towards the seaside. And all of UNNV is arriving there as well. No, they're more going towards the middle. They did all get spotted though. Psycho again going with the YOLO act. Popo now in horrible trouble. And there's the first ram happening, doing a grand total of 3 damage. That's a bit more than that. He literally gets pushed forward, poor guy. And no, he missed. That would have been fantastic, honestly. Iberi has also been taken out. But they've taken out 2 guns so far. And as long as they focus fire, they should be fine, honestly. Because they have that gun advantage. Which is just getting bigger, to be fair. There goes Antec War. Psycho still alive despite the YOLO, if not by much. And they're just really like, the mouse is now moving in, arriving at the battle. Psycho wants to survive. Ooh, we got a crushing game going on. Yes, we do. He is being hugged to death. But it's the mouse that eventually finishes him off. And U3 has another game. Brutal little game here. It's very mean. But honestly, I can't blame them. So now we're getting ready for Naval Frontier. They still have the gun advantage. It doesn't look like UNNV is going to find their 7th player. So... So now we're going to go with TVPs apparently. Which, to be fair, can be a bit tricky considering the fact that it's very, very juicy. And actually the enemy team is now preparing. Look at the times that UNNV, we got 4 poop bombs and 2 T-57 heavy and a yo versus 7 TVPs. Honestly, if UNNV gets this, then that would be massive kudos to them. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I want to show that later on. Oh my god. This is honestly, it's bad, but it's also fantastic. Oh. Okay, let's see. 32 seconds left to go before we see this amazing battle that I'm actually quite looking forward to at this stage. I mean, they're not really taking it seriously, but can you blame them? That's the one question. At this time, I actually kind of enjoy that UNNV is taking things as not seriously. Oh no, they lost one. Oh no, there he is. Oh, he's actually trolling. That's dangerous. They might even have gone less. There you go. Oh, let's see. This is honestly awesome. And to be fair, with tanks chosen, there is a chance. They just have to hope that the DVPs get yeeted before they actually manage to clip them. But it is the battle of the clippers. There's not a single non-clipper tank in this battle. And we have U3 wolf packing, getting spotted. Magnitude is a little bit behind. They're trying to get the campus, but they didn't actually go there. And we have the first shots being fired under me. Look at this, honestly. Piggy is almost gone, but they already took out a poop barn. And now they're just basically, they're being bullies here, and you can't really blame them. And there you go, they got one. So now, having almost reloaded, Liberty is arriving. Antic War is actually using the corpse pretty well, but he's not going to survive this. He gets taken out as well. And now you have Ivory going down. He does take a shot. And there you go. That's the shot fired, but there he goes. Tixie hoping to get Ivory, but he's being taken out slowly but surely. Poor UNNV. I do feel for them. They're actually focusing. There you go. Psycho gets taken out. Kopo, last one alive, gets the kill by ramming himself to death. I mean, of course they still win, but this was one of the funniest battles I've seen in a long, long time. Oh, that was glorious, not gonna lie. Not surprised that it ended that way. Wait, that was it? Yeah, of course. They won 3. Yeah, there we go. That's the first matchup up and over. Oh my god. That was brutal and so fast. Oh my god, guys. This is probably... I mean, I can't imagine any matches having gone more quickly than these. Yeah, no, this is like, was super serious matchup. But to be fair, when both teams can agree to not take it seriously because one team is just not completely there, I mean, you can actually interpret it in multiple ways, but you know what I mean, then basically you can only just laugh about it. And at least UNNV had fun with it as well. Oh my god. So yeah, let's see. When is our next match actually? Guess I will show you some replays in between. Our next game is drumroll. Oh god, we've got 40 minutes of replays, guys. Honestly, couldn't you have dragged this out a little bit more? Oh my god, ridiculous. So much fun though. So yeah, now we got a lot of replays coming up because I honestly have nothing else to show you because I can't play PC to save my life. Let's start with the game in the TVP, shall we? Maino driving it on pretty much my favorite map in the game. Also found out which this camo is. This is the level 20, the rank 20 camo. It's actually really nice. I just haven't really upgraded many tanks yet because of the fact that I find it too expensive. I'm waiting for Wargame to have a sale or something on ranking up. That is so true. That we should have had Bunny Hill there. I should have just gone. Oh my god, I'm dying. But that would have so been epic. To be fair, there's nothing wrong with the game just being really funny, as long as it's... Well, it's kind of at the expense of UNVN. But that being said, it is just fun. And they must have known that they weren't going to win this when they had like 5 players for some games, 6 for others. It's always nice if you can... This tank is so broken though. Like, it's not OP because it is still juicy, but at the same time, with the reload that it has, it is so strong. And he's like, nope, I don't want to be here. As you might actually get a shot in. One and... Oh my god, that bounced. But there he goes. He doesn't really have any shots there. I will check the results, but I'm pretty sure that the teams are basically the results are not known yet. But I will check the results for the other teams later on. I'm just giving it some time. Oh. To be fair, I love serious gameplay. I love when it's like nail biting edge on your seat kind of stuff. But when it's like this, I do like it as well because it is so funny. That is just casual farming as well. Oh. And actually, like, with the DVPs, if they had, like, massively managed to hit you rather than you them, they might have actually stood a chance there. Because they did take the right tanks, it just didn't work out for them. He's going to eat one. There you go. But he did finish off, like, 2 tanks, pretty much on his own. I will definitely follow you more often, to be honest, because I want to see what happens if you take the game seriously. So I'm really for top 8. And then seeing you in the round robin somewhere. That is a cheeky shot. That last one went in. Well done. This is one of those tanks, like, I don't play it enough, but it is a very lovely tank. I'm always kind of like, I want more. So I like playing tanks that are faster and more mobile. He is not having the best RNG here with that clip. Now the 5A is behind him, so he's just pushing forwards, which is always a good thing. If you're getting shot from one side, it always works to go to the other side. He can probably eat a shot. Especially now that he's fired. Not sure if he can clip him, but he can definitely try. And it might be enough. No, it's not going to be enough. Ooh. Yeah, no. Oof. Hopefully the E75 will make good. We'll finish it off properly. Come on. Oh, that's a mistake on the 5A part. Oh my god. Please don't miss. There we go. Well done. I would have hated for him to lose this after that epic battle. Lovely little ace there. The camo is really nice though. I like the rank camos that they've made. I'm glad the E75 managed to finish it off. Guess the 5A was having a good game as well. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I've got a whole bunch of replays, luckily. Don't think I've shown this yet. So let's go there. If you want me to show your games on like this on stream, basically join my server. I have a channel there that is called Tournament Season Replays. Post them there if they're aces, and I will happily show them off. I can't get over that TVP battle. This is again, it's one of those things, it's really good. I don't drive it enough. Cheeky little shot there. Let's see. Airzone 130 as well. No surprise there. The other matches are still going on. Oof, that missed. Dude, honestly. He wasn't wrong about you pushing him out of his position, though. Aim for the cupola. Nope, denied. Oof. And that's the end of the 183. Hey dwarf. We've got like 40 minutes to watch. You can actually skip back and watch what you missed because it was hilarious. Not necessarily Pro Tour battles in any way, shape or form, but it was hilarious. There you go. He's just giving up on trying to shoot the 268-4 to begin with. And there he goes, and now it's just the 183 left. It was a pretty rude battle, to be honest, because the STB was right. You did just push him out of his position, so yeah. Other than that, though, well fought. And you said it was a first class, but it's actually a second, so there is that. That is not an ace battle. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I know what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a battle of my own. In Uprising, which is 9 minutes long, so there is that. I think it was Uprising anyway. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Mutsu. Take care. I'm actually not quite a fan of this skill, but I mainly just wanted to drive this spaghetti and didn't quite care. See, he's got the time jump, which is useful. And this not so much. I suppose I could have just gone for invisibility here, but I didn't really want to. Didn't get shot, but didn't get a shot in either. Sheridan not looking too healthy here. And I'm being pretty indecisive because I'm not quite sure where all their guns are. By him doing that definitely helped. And he's letting me shoot him, which is also helpful. And now I've got all my shots back. And that's his first life gone. And now he's exposed himself quite a bit. So I'm just getting my shots in. I mean, he's time jumping, which is fine, but he's still gonna lose HP for it. So do I, but there we go. And it was kind of like slow building this game. Nice little bounce. Do get another one there. And Standard B bounces his last one, luckily, which is good for me. Sheridan not looking too healthy. Especially not with... And he actually time jumped back just now. So I can actually maybe hurt him a lot. And he's actually been marked. And there goes his next life. And I'm at 19 HP. GG. But my friend the E1 has arrived. Which definitely helps. And he just time jumped again, which means that I can easily kill him off now, hopefully. And kaboof! So I've done 4.6k damage, still on my first life. Albeit on 19 HP. And at this stage, like, I've got 400 plus points. Then I'm always kind of like, should I just get myself killed? Or should I just keep on? Keep on keeping on. And with my teammate, like, not there, aside from the E1, I decided to just use my superpower to get some more cover. And then I get stuck against the rock, and that was my own fault. But then I actually did bounce one, but then I die off after all. And this is the thing, like, I would never get superpower 2 on a tank like this, because the thing is, you still have to be able to control your tank. Superpower, supernatural power, is very useful in heavies and TDs. Not so much in Metzolites, because you will just be too fast. And as for if I have all the tanks in game, I currently lack one tank on my main account. My press account is not less complete than that. I just want him to not look at me. And then I want to kill him. And then he went invisible, which is not a good thing if it's a TD. And then he actually just, like, arrives straight in my face and yeets me. And that felt very useless. I don't want to get double shot in this tank either. And the fact that that happened was just like, what? So now I'm on my last life, so I have to be a bit more careful. Supernatural power 1 would have actually worked, by the way, just not number 2. But at least the grill's like dead. And that was a nice shot. The fortune thing is a nice skill to have. I mean, we have more tanks, but they have more lives. At this stage, I was very unsure where to go, what to do. Because only the heavies were left now. So of course I just did that instead. And hoped that he would do that again. I did actually hit him, it just didn't pan. Now the T-57 heavy behind there. After this I'll have a look at the other groups and the other teams in our group. To see how they've gone. How they've done, I should say. I like how you just casually do so much damage to him. But I don't want to be all alone there versus two heavies with supernatural powers. So I just decided to go for the IS-7 instead. But then he actually wasn't sure if he was dead, so I decided to shoot him. But he was actually dead. One of them still has 2 lives. And now they're just playing dead. And I just want to get my damage in, you know? Do some nice little bit of extra damage here. Which should just be possible. There we go. IS-7 is playing dead. And I'm just reloading my shot here. T-50 Heavy still has a life left. Emil's playing dead. And actually bounced that, so that felt very useless because I was like, oh my god, I would have loved to have an extra shot there. Just a little bit of extra damage. But there we go. He's playing dead now. He does shoot me. I'm just waiting for the Emil. There you go. To get that off. So that I can shoot him again. And just casually end up at 12.4k damage. Okay. So many streams tonight as well. There we go, if it actually loads. A bit slow. A little bit carry, I think. So yeah, let's have a look at the groups. I'm not showing you on stream, but I can show you, I can tell you. ASN versus Lowen was 3-0. Ego versus Komu 3 was 3-1 for Ego. So basically ASN is going against Ego. And in our group we have Hagi winning 3-2 from N1. So we have U3 BPA versus Hagi next. Let's actually just have a look. Yes, I think we can see that, can't we? Yeah, these are the 4 teams that are like left in group 1. So they are also... it's Pink versus Prof next, and TRN and T versus Phoenix. And then we have group 2, which is BPS versus Cash, followed by Legion versus M1A1S. And then for group 3, we've got Veil versus Win and Serenity versus Pog. And then group 4 is another BPS versus Demo and Use That versus O. The group 5 is TTT versus Charm and Crowley versus Jokes. We watched Jokes yesterday, but that was also very fun. Definitely not the end of Jokes there. And for... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go, Group 6. We've got Imor versus BTD and PW and Z versus PNSR. I'll eventually find my words. Group 7 I already told you. Then we've got Group 8, which is Raid versus DM and TQT versus Oxygen. Not really seeing any surprises with groups being knocked out so far. Group 10. Oh, sorry, Group 9. We're still at 9. Is Quick versus Imtels and Wacme versus Chard. Then we have Group 10, which is OGT versus Zenith and Appa versus Hakto. I don't pretend to pronounce all these names right, to be honest. And then we have Group 11, that is Ikpa versus Jesus, I don't know. And Booty versus Synergy. And last but not least, Group 12. EG had a bye. They're up against Harsk next. And they have Unique versus A1N1. So that's also going to be an interesting group to watch. But yeah, all in all, with the groups that have been knocked out, I'm not seeing many surprises there. That's our little group there. The game is glitching a little bit. Just having a quick scroll to see if there's a nickel and like, they got knocked out? But not really, no. So, yeah, let's see another replay. Kind of curious what this one is. Actually, no, I may just have a quick look when our next match is, just to be safe. I think it is 49. Yeah, 49. Okay. Just so that I can watch the time a little bit. But we've got like 12 minutes, so that should be enough for a game. Let's have a look. Skoda T25. Might be an uprising game. And it is. This is again one of those things that I barely ever touch. Time jump is actually pretty useful. Because you can spot quite aggressively. And then get away with it. And get your HP back. Gun depression not found. Can you actually shoot him there? Yes, you can. He's not living long there. No. Two, one. There he goes. And he's not coming back. Nice. Leo got taken out as well. In the meantime, Panzer 4G is being quite aggressive. Yeah, he's just plain dead. Oof, that missed. And he is turning invisible. Leo's arriving. Actually bounces. That doesn't happen often. It's only tier 6, but its uprisings are still fun. Panzer 4G just standing there. Always makes it easier. Don't think he's using auto aim here. And that's an ammo rack, because why not? With the M6 arriving here to eat the last shot. And so far, he's... Oh, what's just gonna say? He's not taking a single hit, but he's still not taking a single hit of damage. And there we go, now he's ready. No, a bit too slow there. He actually got stuck there a little bit, seems like. And that's the end of him. Leo attempting again to sneak up on someone. Cromwell. I mean, I can't blame them for what they're doing. It's just not really working out for them. Just in time to get all of his HP back. Yeah, at some point you will have to eat a shot. There's nothing you can do about that. There you go. He might not survive this one. But then he will just get more powers. So far he's not died a single time yet. And there we go. Casual 3.6k damage in tier 6 so far. Let's see. I mean, if you die, you just get powers. There you go. Oh, chain lightning and rapid fire. What? That's always beautiful. He's taking double shot. Oh my god. Come on, do shoot though. I think he just wants to be close in order to do that. And then get his clip and his HP back. That is mean though. Oh, poor guy. Losing HP that fast. He still is alive though, so he will be back. And what is it with people getting marked and just driving around as if they don't notice that their HP is just absolutely vanishing? I don't get it. I really do not get it. There he is. Oh, he's actually dead. Well played. Can't believe he took double shot, but it worked out in the end. Double shot is always such a risk though, that's the issue. I think he carried, just a tad. I mean, doing double the damage. More than that. Than the next guy. Oh wow. So now we're just waiting for the room to be up, which should be soon. Let's see. I actually forgot which team. It's Taggy. No, that's not the one. ASN? No, I'm looking for Harry. I know he's in there somewhere. There he is. So yeah, they're still in the running. And there we go. There's a 2 room ready up and then exiting again until the timer goes below 3 minutes to avoid people seeing each other's lineups. But yeah, it should be fun. This is the second match. After that, we will get one more match, which will be either for the finals or for the battle for 3rd place. We could actually see them play tonight. If they win from ASN, then they, and U3 BPA wins as well, then they're up against each other. So now we just wait a little bit. Oh, I updated all my drivers not long ago, and it's actually made my laptop run so much more smoothly. It's still a little old beastie, and I definitely wish that I will have the funds for a proper desktop at some point. But I'm just so glad that it's not like... There was a moment where I was like, whenever I do anything, I was afraid that it would crash while streaming, that is. Like, without streaming, it's working bluffly for the things that I do with it. But with streaming, everything just basically got very slow. And if I were to type anything in YouTube, it would be an absolute nightmare. And that's gotten a lot better now. So I'm really happy with that. I need to look into updating OBS as well, because now that I've updated my drivers, I can actually do that. But I haven't yet, because basically one step at a time. I'm preparing to move next month, so there's a lot going on right now. But yeah. And while chatting away, we're almost at that point where I can actually go into the room and have a look at what people are taking, which is now. U3 taking out the Type 71s and the 60DPs and the Vickers. We're going to go to Black Goldfield. Don't tell me that Haggy also only has 6 players. Like, seriously? I really hope that that's not the case. Two and a half minutes left to go. And then we'll see the next tour match. I mean, if they only have 6 players and they won 3-2 from N1, that's saying a lot as well. But I don't know how many players N1 had. Could be 5. U3 now completely ready with 2 Type 71s, 3 60Ps, a 215B and a Vickers. Just leaving the types behind a little bit today. Haggy still has 1 minute and 38 seconds to get their 7th player and to actually ready up. Let's see. I mean, if they're not readying up, we're not going to get a match, so there is that. They've got just a minute left. We see 2 Type 71s and a 60P being chosen. Not a 60P is now readied up. We need one more person to ready up to at least get a match. Let's see. 40 seconds left to go. Come on, ready up please. I do want games, like honestly. And I mean, it's not necessarily like, there we go. 3 Type 71s and 3 60Ps. I never understand how you can get to this level and not have a full team. You've got 3 reserves. So that means that like 4 people were not able to show up tonight. That's bad, not gonna lie, that's bad. And let's see. Yeah. So we have Ilbury going towards base C. U3 BPA splitting up a little bit. We have Psycho going into Vickers to go spotty spot and see who's there. They now know where all of the team is. Nazo takes a hit. Psycho has been spotted. Does land a hit there. Base B is pretty much protected. They know that there's no one going to be at base A, but they're not going for that yet. 3U is going into the base there. Only the Storm is taking quite some hits. And 3U is now actually pulling back a little bit to try and stay safe. We have some massive fire going on here. Only the Strong overextending, almost dead. Base B being kept. Devotion taking a hit. Don't think they want to waste a shot there, but they're basically being forced to. No, it is a Ramkill after all. Aggressive gets taken out as well. And now we have Dinya getting taken out as well. So we have 3 versus 2 on this side. Murderer gets taken out. 3U is still alive. He's not going to survive this probably though. He does still get a hit in. But there he goes. They lose one gun. And there he goes. The first game is for U3. I mean... this is kind of like... hopefully not becoming a repeat. I hope that they have a 7th player soon. I mean, 2 matches versus 6 people. That's... yeah, no. There's like nearly 10k damage between them, honestly. It's not that I don't like them watching them play, don't get me wrong. But I would like to have a proper match. Where there's actually not an automatic advantage straight from the beginning. Because it is 7 versus 6. Which means that one team has a lot more HP and a gun extra from the start. It's not good. So now for the second match on Black Goldville, U3 is ready with... there we go. 2 Type 71s, 2 60TPs, 1 215B, a VK72 and a Vigus. And on the other side we see 3 VK72s, a Type 71, a 60p and potentially another 60p if he readies up like that. Switching out some players. And now we have... there we go. 1 less 60p and 1 more Type 71. At this stage I don't think it really matters. But they're trying to go for the big guns on Hagi's side. Hey Andrei. And here we go, countdown clock has begun. And let's see if they can pull some magic out of their hats. And somehow win a 6v7. But to be fair, I do highly doubt that. And we'll probably have another like 40 minutes of waiting time in between the matches. GG. So we have Vickers again going towards the... now going towards base A to spot or cap. Neeb has been spotted. Has to be careful. There's a bit more guns on the other side there. And if they... Oof, that was basically... Look at this, they're just everywhere. Kind of reminds me of that quote from Alien. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. Dinya is gone, but so is Neep. They still have gun advantage. Their focus firing. Aggressive gets taken out. Oh, that was an ammo rack. That was a VK-72 ammo rack. I mean, you need a lot of good RNG with you, not against you, especially when you're in a 6v7. But honestly, what on earth? So Murdeer is still alive, along with only the strong. Murdeer looking to pick up another kill. And we have 3U actually ignoring the tank that was like facing him there, just to see if he could get a shot into Murdeer. That was a bounce and a hit. He could just push in, to be honest. He's got all the HP that he needs. And there we go. That's the second game for U3, including an ammo rack. Oh well. It was fun the first round, but it's a bit sad now. Not for Yui, don't get me wrong. This is sort of like free cups for them. But I mean, like, getting to this stage, you know, having enough players, it's yeah. We're all here for good and proper tour games, and we're just not really getting it. So now we see Hagi taking a Type 71, two of them even, a VK-72, a 215B, a 60P, and now an IS-7. And on the other side we see 1, 2, 3, 4 Type 71s. Readied up, that is. An IS-7. And potentially another. Ooh, we see an STB making an appearance for Fort Despair. Which, to be fair, if you have them like in the middle, that can work. No, but no, we're going to go with 4 Type 71s, an IS-7 and 2 215Bs. It's exactly that though, Dwarf. Dwarf just said Hagi are fighting an uphill battle before it even begins. That's the thing, basically having 6 players massively nerves you from the start. And let's see, 10 seconds, countdown clock has begun. Was gonna say, don't unready at this stage, honestly. Your team is already behind. Let's see. Here we go. And yeah, potential match point for U3. Would be very surprised if they do not win this, to be honest. Strange things will have to happen for that to occur. So we have Yui going into the base B area, leaving 3U behind his spawn, whereas Hagi is crossing through, not actually going towards B, but sticking together in a sort of wolf pack formation. Now we have people getting spotted. And they know that they're wolf packing here. Shots are being fired. They're basically massively moving into a crossfire here. 3U is at a disadvantage. Might be in a lot of trouble. But it's costing Hagi a lot of HP to try and get 3U out here. And they do get him. So now it is 6v6. Neep in potential trouble. Get shot at. Only the strong. Basically forcing him out of hiding. This is a good crossfire from Hagi though. And he kind of... There you go. That's another gun gone. And now we have Hagi at an advantage. Hahosha is still alive. Does get taken out now. But this could go either way. Murdir has to be careful, has to stay alive. Hukan is actually being careful there. Oh, that doesn't take him out. Aggressive has been taken out. The gun advantage is back for U3. There goes only the strong. There goes Dirty Devotion. It is 4 versus 3. Murdir not looking too healthy. He does need that kill shot, but it missed that. And there you go. This is going to be U3's game. But to be fair, it was close. It was the closest game we've had so far, and they nearly had it. It's mainly the focus fire, some little bit of nerves there probably. Not getting the kill in. And there we go. Well done by Yui. U3. And that's another matchup up and over. So let's see how long we have to wait this time. Honestly. I mean, I'm here for 2 games, not walkovers. And yes, it can definitely be fun. So 30 now. So we've got like nearly 40 minutes again of replays to go. Before we got some tour matches again. Let's see. Let's start with this actually. I might have showed it already, I'm not entirely certain. But if I have, then you're just going to have to watch it again. I'm also very tempted to cook dinner in the meantime. But that would mean leaving my laptop and my microphone and basically having you fend for yourself, so I'm not going to do that to you. To be fair, Dwarf has a point. Like, perhaps real life events have conspired against them or some such. It is a shame, but it does happen. I agree. But 2 teams of this in the same evening, having only 6 players when there's like 3 reserves, so missing 4 people of their team, it's yeah, it's a bit iffy, not gonna lie. It's kind of like, I understand that real life happens, but I kind of expect better. The DPM of this tank is so nice. I barely ever play it because I'm not really a fan. I know it's a good tank, it just doesn't work for me. Nice little tracking shot. Oh, I do love that camo. I really want that camo on all of my tanks, anytime, always. It's a beetle camo, come on. Nice little farming game here, to be honest. He's not even paying attention. Tog! Tog bounces. Tog is strong. Strong tank. Now you could see where the last match folded. They nearly had it. They could have had it. But basically U3 managed to keep their tanks alive for longer. And that made all the difference. You did actually hit that. Just didn't pen. That did though. I do like that with the brackets on the side and everything. It's actually working better than it used to. Like the results are like instant rather than needing to wait 5 minutes, which is a good thing. Oof. You were tracked. Aiming a bit too low there. It is a tricky tank to hit though, the VK, when it wants to be. But you should still have him. Like I said, the DPM on this thing is amazing. And he is a one-shot. I'd load the promo at this stage. Ooh, that was risky though. And he missed. You were so lucky there, Dwarf. I can't believe you didn't get the kill there. Oh my god. Overall though, it's a pretty nice farming game. Nice little ace. 4.1k damage in tier 6 is lovely. Oof, donuts everywhere. Let's see, what else have I got? I'm just steadily going through the replays that I have. I'm kind of curious about this one. Especially since we've got all the time in the world anyway. Yeah, again, it's one of those things that I don't drive it enough. Let's see. This was my first tier 10 though. First tier 10 I ever had was the Yege. And I mainly went for it because of the sound of the gun that I heard. And I just wanted to drive TDs only because I felt like what would be better at destroying tanks than a tank destroyer. I was a pretty big noob at the time. He's waiting for a target. Like that. That's a nice hit. Nice little bit of bounces too. It is quite a troll tank when it wants to be honest. It just doesn't often want to be. And most people know to prime your face, so there's that as well. Oof. He might be in trouble now. He wants that pattern. Nice tracking shot, that was needed. With the rock behind him, they at least can't get behind him. There you go. 60p is dead. Only 3 people left. It is a bit of a tricky tank to play, especially now with people having like things like calibrated shells and stuff like that. But they still need to learn how to pen you, so there's that, I suppose. Oh! Oh, that was a much appreciated ammo rack. He's not going to be happy with that. That is exactly the kind of luck that you need, to be honest. Yeah, I understand the brew. Can't blame him for that either. And there we go. Yeah, I'm not so sure it's like that though, Ivan. That was a bit unnecessary salt on the wound. Cheeky little game there. But lovely damage. Bit of luck as well helps. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Oh, I have a battle in the talk. I need to show you that, honestly. Obviously. Took his love, took his life. It's actually so funny because Yusuf, when he's like on voice, and he will be streaming and we will be watching what he's doing and everything, and then he kind of just likes ask us what he wants to play. So I told him the Tog. So we have an uprising talk battle now, which honestly is amazing. I did not expect that. This is basically him doing that. I ask Yusuf yes or no questions on voice because he doesn't talk. So he will just move the camera like that so I can know that's a yes, or if it goes sideways then it's a no. Which I honestly find quite funny. And it's got the flipping thing, which is also a good thing. KV2 got flipped as well. Tog is love. Tog is large. Tog is yeah. Has a lovely little DPM thing here. And this battle worked out so much better than I thought that it would. Because as much as I love the Tog, I do realize that the Tog is not actually OP. It's just great fun, despite that. Or because of it. KV2 is there. Gets flipped. Crusade is behind there. Now, the thing is, Tog is so big and so slow that it can be hard to get anything done with Tog. As much as I love the Tog, I do realize that. He gets a nice kill there, though. That KV2 is not going to be happy. Tog got flipped. Tog got marked. Tog is a very big target, not gonna lie. KV2 seems to have given up. now Tog is losing a lot of HP, so he might actually be up for a second life this time. Tog still survives. And again. I mean, at this point you kind of wish for him to die so that he gets extra powers. Can you imagine getting like supernatural power in the Tog? He's still alive. Tog lives. Tog bounces. Tog bounces a lot more than I thought that it would, to be honest. I mean, how can you not love the Tog when it's like this? It is huge. It has no armor, yet it's bounced consistently here. And there you go. Tog still lives. Let's see, can Tog survive until the end of the day of the battle? And he's gotten flipped. But he's still alive. There he goes. First life over. 900 something points. Look at this. Inferno in the Tog. So let's see. Tog going back towards the middle. It just takes some time for Tog to get there. I do hope that people actually do enjoy the Tog. It's one of those things that you do not have. You shouldn't take it seriously. You should just have fun with it. And a lot of people forget how to do that in this game, to be honest. That'll do. That always helps, flipping. And he's got last gasp. And there he goes. 3 lives left though. Could still be anyone's game here, technically speaking. Now there's only 2 lives left. One. And it's the other KV2. There he is. He didn't end up getting to do much with his superpowers Tog did. But Tog had a good battle. And doing 600 damage in one Tog shot is pretty good, not gonna lie. He's just going crazy. I seriously, when I told him to drive this, I did not expect it to go all that well. Even if it was the Tog. Beautiful little talk battle. Let's see, how long did we have left? See, my brain is like all over the place. So it's ASN that we're up against. 30 minutes, so we've got 20 minutes. Oh my god, we got 20 minutes before we get the last matchup. More replays it is. Actually, I've been meaning to watch this one because I'm kind of curious how this, what this one is like. Ariana Grande apparently plays Blitz. Totally not someone just naming themselves after her. Might have actually watched this already, but honestly, don't mind. It's still fun. In the meantime, I'm gonna have a quick look at the bracket stuff again, and we'll go over that as well. See, this is one of the tanks. When it first was released, it was so strong. And pretty much you could get it for free. I'm one of the lucky ones that got it that way. And it was so strong, especially like if you were to tune it with 2 people. And you were both driving it. Oof! Oh, poor guy. Basically, they stood no chance whatsoever. And it's sort of like, I'm not sure if don't think it's been nerfed, but it's more like that it's been balanced by being power crapped by tanks around it becoming stronger. I don't think he's happy. Nice little shots there. Oof! That bounce though. And that miss. To be fair, that part he did to himself. He's losing teammates quite quickly here. Pretty sure I did not watch this because this doesn't look familiar. And I'm very curious to see how this goes. He could technically take him out in one clip, which is kind of what he has to do here. He needs a bit of a high roll for this to work. Oh, beautiful. Now he's just, oof, that tracking shot. He needs to be able to reload in peace. 2v4. Technically not impossible. Just difficult. Nice, well done. That's one shot in. Thing is, that's the downside of having a clipper. You really need to make sure that all your shots count. And you're in trouble if they don't. It's nice to reload this clip again. He's about to enter a Kolobanov situation. Takes his first hit there. And there we go, Kolobanov time. And he really needs to take out the SP1C. That in a way is the biggest threat to him. There you go, that was very needed. Then we have a KV5, that is a 2-shot. There we go, Smasher is Smasher. so could well be the bigger threat here. KV5 is having some ping issues probably. Oh, that's not good. Smash is just fired, I think. Not 100% sure. But he really needs to take out that KV5. There we go. Bulldog is not happy. Oh, that was a good one. Let's see. If he reloads this clip, he should have... Wow. Bulldog, honestly. He should have him. Unless he gets magically ammo racked, which is not likely to happen, to be honest. But he does need all shots. Smasher just missed by a mile. Oh my god. He should have this. GG. Nice. Wow, what a game. With a very rude Bulldog. But what a game. Beautifully done. What game? Look at the damage difference. Oh my god. Absolutely fantastic. I honestly love those kind of games. So let's see, what else have I got for you? We got like 12 minutes left, so about 7 minutes. I'm going to show you the replay of an OP player that is also a very good friend of mine. Every good name is taken. Shameless plug for his channel. If you're not subbed to him, definitely do so. He streams on YouTube, but also on Twitch. And he's driving a tank that I don't really play all that often myself. But it's a nice tank. It's fun. The thing is that I'm so into Mets and Lights right now, or Heaviums, that I rarely ever touch TDs or heavies. Well, yeah, Heaviums, yes, but not like super heavies or anything. They're not really my cup of tea. Oh, Tim, honestly, we all start somewhere. So I wouldn't worry about whether you're good or bad right now. Just basically keep an open mind and keep trying to learn. I've got like 44k battles, I believe, right now. And I'm a 67% player. I still learn new stuff every day. So just keep an open mind. And eventually you might become as pro as Every here. He's one of the most OP players that I know. Ooh, he just has to wait a little. Nope, he's actually not coming. And now he's giving up on waiting. I'm going to see if he can get some shots in from here. Oh, nice little bit of fire, poor guy. GG. And there's actually someone there. Thing is, Forge isn't that armored. That's always the tricky thing with the Forge. And then I'm always like, with it, when you're driving a TD, you do not have the same advantage that you have from a actual rotating turret. So now they're pushing the T-57 Heavy. And we go. Email 2 above there. Cheeky shot. Is he just standing there? He's just staying there. That would be like nearly free. Oh, now he's tracked, so he has no choice, but nearly free damage there. Then we have to type in the city. Where's he gone though? 7 is on the other side. But we know the type was here. There he is. Let's see. Just casually farming damage here. He's not actually being looked at all that much, which I think is working to his advantage there. They should have him at this stage. No, they actually bounce. And Peter's like, yeah, I'm just gonna hunt down the Death Star. They should have no trouble taking him out. Is the Death Star AFK? Seems that way. Yeah, he is. He's actually out of AP. That's always a good sign. Thing is that I say that because of the fact that it's basically, if you're out of AP, you've fired all your AP shots. But it's always good to take a healthy dose. Oh my god, he woke up. It's always good to take a healthy dosage of Premo. And there we go. Casual 5.7k damage done there. Very well played. This is also like, when he started, it started off as a campy game, but he got no targets and then he moved. And that's the thing, that's a big difference between players like him and Potatoes. Because Potatoes will stay in that spot and just hope that someone will magically drive into their visors so that they can shoot them. Thing is, I'm against camping, but that's only because people just always stay there without having any targets. As a beginning position, it makes sense, because then you can see where people are going, and as long as you have shots and you actually shoot them, then it can work out well. But not like that. In this case, this is how you do that. So kudos to Peter there. Very well done. And let's see. Room will be up in a little bit, so I'm not going to go there. Let's have a look at the other group, shall we? Since we're winning anyway. Phoenix versus Pink for first and second place. Prof versus TR and MT for this for the others. And then we have Legion versus BPS in the finals for Group 2. Serenity versus Phil. Oh, I do love win, but someone has to lose. I get that, but still. Use that versus the other BPS. Jokes versus TTT. Oof, Immo in the battle for third place. What happened there? 3-2, that was close though. It's a good clan. Kind of curious how that will have gone. Let's see, where were we? Here we were. ASN versus U3 BPA is what we'll be watching. Ego on the other side is going for place 3. We've got Raid versus TQT, no surprise there either. Whack Me versus Quick. Then we got OGT versus Appa Zenith in the place for third battle. Oof, that's another one where I'm like, what happened there? They lost to OGT here. Yeah, that's probably a Russian CIS pro clan. I shouldn't call them Russian. We always used to call it like the Russian server, but it's not really correct anymore. We should say CIS, and now it's XCIS. So there is that. And Teams I don't know. EG versus Unique. Lots of teams for battle for third place here. I think something went a bit wrong there. But yeah, EG in the finals, that's much we know. So now we just wait until the timer drops below 3 minutes and then I will go into the room. But yeah, I'm afraid we will not see Harry play the other Grump members. No, the other team was not full again. I'm kind of curious. After this, actually, I'm going to make dinner. I haven't decided quite what yet. Curious about that as well. I'm hungry. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna wait for all the matches to be played. Depends a bit on how these games go. Should be interesting though. Almost time to go into the room. And now we can. So, ASN versus U3 BPA. And we see both teams almost completely ready already. We see E6 is being taken out for Yukon. Kind of curious about that. Obviously, there's still like 2.5 minutes left, so people might still change their lineups. But we don't see the E6 all that often. But we now see 2 in the teams of ASN, so that's honestly awesome. So we see 1 Type 71, an LT, 2 E6s, 60p, an AMX 54, and an IS4. And they're going to go up against probably an LT, a 60p, 2 Type 71s, a 215p, and 2 VK72s. Apparently there's problems with the Wi-Fi here. I'm hoping that they're not going to reset the modem. Because then my stream will have issues. I'm just asking my neighbors. If they can spare me 20 minutes to finish the stream. So hopefully they won't mind that. Oh, thank goodness. I was kind of afraid that they were going to... Basically, I live in a studio. We've got 4 studios in this house. And apparently 2 of them are currently without Wi-Fi. And that shouldn't be the case, because I actually reset the Wi-Fi before the streams begins, because Wi-Fi is having massive issues at the moment. But yeah, so if they were to reset the modem, then I would lose my stream and need as well for like 2 minutes, so that would not be good. And here we go into the first battle of the grand finals for the 3rd stage of the 2nd qualifier for the EU server, because why not make it that long? Oh my god, pizza is actually a really good idea. Might have some eggs with bacon or something. But yeah, let's have a look. ASN heading for the base D side. But of course not leaving base B completely unattended. And we have U3 also going not towards the corner, but basically taking a position where they can spot one another. Base B is being taken, base C will be taken as well. And U3 is now spotting people and decides to not want, he doesn't want to be there. He managed to get out without being shot, but that might be more luck than anything else. Shots have been fired. Piggy has lost quite a bit of HP there, just for being there. E6s are up above. That's obviously, that's a tactic, having people there in specific tanks. So we have Charles Darwin taking a bit of a hit there. And we have Devotion now pushing there. But we might have an LT versus LT situation on our hands soon. No, Anya is actually now in a bush. More shots are being fired. Not much is being done. But U3 is capping that base, and that might make all the difference. Magnitude in trouble, losing a lot of HP here. They have the base advantage now, but position wise they're in trouble. They can't really cross over anywhere. They can't really peek out anywhere. And they have to be very careful. Now we have Charles and Shells heading towards base A. And Devotion is all alone there right now. It's a very slow moving game. But Shells is going to go in and get that base A. And I don't think U3 realizes how much of a gun advantage they have on the other side. Or they might have well made full use of that. Psycho, pretty forwards there. Using the buildings, but taking tricky positions there. And they're waiting for someone to come through that groove. But they're not doing that. Je buse de sœur. Not taking the risk. And now they do. Psycho is no longer pre-aimed. Base A is being contested. Psycho does get that hit in. Big hit. And Devotion is in trouble. There's a lot of sort of like small battles going on. But in this case, Devotion and 3U are in trouble. They're outgunned there. Psycho's losing a lot of HP. So is Charles, to be fair. 3U actually got tracked, and again, very well played. Those tracking shots make all the difference. Now we have Devotion moving in. Magnitude is in trouble. Barely alive anymore. Neep gets taken out first. Ow, that's expensive though. There goes Charles Darwin. B is being taken, A is being taken. But now it's just Devotion on his own. In a tricky position. Monstar has been taken out. It is 4 versus 3. But base-wise, ASN has the advantage here. And Biggie has to be careful. They need to not lose any HP over it. Devotion is taken out. There goes Shells as well. And they need to get those bases. They need to get those points because ASN still has the advantage there. But Piggy is not looking too healthy. A is still theirs. Psycho preparing for a push of some kind. Piggy not risking it. And they want to go after base B, I believe. But that's exactly where Ilberry will be. So that they can't really take it. Noob the number one. They are looking in the right direction. Ilbury has to be careful. They want to take out their gun. This is very close, to be honest. This looks to be going in ASN's favor for a very long time, but somehow U3 still managed to turn it around. And there he goes. Anya gets taken out, and the first game is for U3. Well played. And this, guys, this was the first proper battle we've seen all evening. Oh my god. 7 versus 7 even. Wow. But honestly, it was a good battle, and it looked to be going very differently. I'm not entirely certain what happened here. ASN just sort of like split up more and more, and I think that that's what cost him the game in the end. Very well played by both teams, to be honest. Also by U3 by managing to turn it around. So now we have U3 ready with an LT, is 60p, 1 Type 71, potentially, yeah, there we go, 2 VK72s, a 215B and an IS4, versus 1, 2, 3 Type 71s, an IS4, an LT, and 2 Kranwagens. That's also interesting to see. Oh, thank you, Reva. Let's see. 34 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7. Which means that the first team to reach 4 victories is the one that is through. Well, not through. That actually gets the most cups, let's say. And there we go. Countdown clock has begun. Dun 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 dun. And here we go. And to be fair, this could definitely go either way, because last game it worked out for U3, but it was a close game. Erzen splitting the forces a bit again. And we have spotters going for spot positions, facing off against each other in the bush or behind the bush. I always find this really funny. B and C both being kept. But B is being kept with multiple tanks, and that's a slight advantage. Piggy going for the base D cap. Which is, to be fair, a very cheeky thing to do. But if they get away with that, that would give them a nice little point advantage to begin with. Even if ASN is also capping base A. Because base D will be very difficult to cap for them. First shots have been fired. There's not many points between them. Psycho has to be careful, does pull back a little bit. This thing is, at this stage they don't need to take any risks. They don't know where everyone is. So going anywhere can be a bit of a risk. Je boost the sur. It's going for the typical spot. Does not get spotted for it yet. Off, big hit in turn. He's being very careful. He has to be careful now because he is juicy. Monster has not been spotted. Charles Darwin has been though. But overall, we're in a bit of a stalemate position here. Not much is happening, but all they need to do is stand in another base for a few seconds to get that advantage. So the pressure is there. And it will be up to ASN to actually do something. Blind shot into the bush. That Neep is well, next to, let's say. Bad Song of Ice and Fire is trying to hold base C. Safe. Monstar gets spotted. And will now be spotted for 20 seconds. And that's always a good thing. But look at this. ASN is stacking their tanks on the base D side. Which might be the base that they're going to go for. Because there's 5 tanks here right now. And they've not left any base unattended. Now 3U has to be careful there. They don't know about all the guns that are there. LT versus LT, but most bill now some people are spotted. Shots are being fired. Kranwagen is getting penned quite easily. Chibustesseur now in trouble. Trying to pull back, but he does not actually have a lot of support because the rest of the team is pushing in the middle. But now you have the VKs there as well, and they're trying to get back. Chibustesseur gets taken out. Base D is being kept, but they've lost 2 guns for that. They're going to lose more guns. Look at that. There goes Monstar. This is a push that did not work out the way that ASN had hoped it would. They've lost 3 guns so far. They're basically, we're at 945 points. If they get another kill, there we go. 1k points, there we go. U3 has it. And they can even get another kill, and again, more, I should say. Again, though, it was an intense and close battle. That's what I want in tour games. I want 7v7. I want things to be intense. And it doesn't have to be like super, well, in this case it is. It doesn't have to be like super pro. But if the teams are evenly matched, it makes things exciting to watch. That's what I like. 2-0 so far for U3. ASN has to get their act together, but we're going to a different map. So hopefully it's sort of like mind reset as well. And we'll see if they can carry this on. Or if ASN can get back on their feet. So now we have U3 ready with 2 Type 71s, 2 60Ps, an IS-4, a 215B and a Vickers for Winter Marinovka. And on the other side we see so far 1 Type 71, an IS-4, an LT, 2 60Ps and potentially 2 more IS-4s. It's kind of fun to see a lineup that isn't riddled with... Ooh, Sheridan. That isn't riddled with Type 71s though. That is interesting to see. Like, most gameplay is just so Type 71 and you can do anything, really. But it might be the fact that this is qualifications, so they might not actually be showing like their true colors in the trump cards and all of that. So U3 now, 2 Type 71s, 2 60Bs, an IS-4, 215B and a Sheridan, versus 1 Type 71, 2 IS-4s, an LT, 2 60Bs and a 215B. That's the only difference here. Well, no, of course the light tanks are different, but like 1 Type 71 and 1 IS-4. Let's see. Into the battle we go. And we're nearing 2 hours, we're past 2 hours of being live actually. Oof. ASN heading towards base B and C. Sending Chibustesseur. Oh, that blind shot. Well, yeah, it was a blind shot. He's still not spotted. He did get spotted in turn for shooting. Wow, that is cheeky. Very cheeky. What a shot by Psycho there. I mean, yes, it is a predictable thing, but to see it actually happen, it doesn't happen all that often. Base C now being taken. And that will give ASN a slight point advantage, even if they lost quite a bit of HP already. No one's in the corner. Base A is now being taken. Chebus not really wanting to be there anymore. The 60Ps are lying in wait. And we have Psycho in the middle there. That could prove to be very cheeky, but might work out beautifully for them. It's a cheeky position to be in for sure. So now we have 3U having been spotted, so they know that there's someone there. 60P is still lying in wait. Sheridan going for a different position. And now the 60Ps have been spotted. They know that they're there. And 3 is like, yeah, I don't really want to get shot by them, amazingly enough. But the thing is that ASN actually has a point advantage. However slight, they have a point advantage. 60Ps and 3U are proxy spotting each other. And look at them, they're holding, keeping each other's backs. Shots have been fired. Charles is basically the old one out here, but he will be difficult to reach. Neep gets shot. They know Charles is there. This is a very good farming game now by ASN. The trap is there. Charles pulling back a little bit. Not trusting to not get pushed here. And basically, U3 has to make a move. It's up to them to make a push. Oof. Ilbury takes a hit there. Chebus is there to uncap base C if it's ever going to be capped. Oh, Piggy taking a lot of damage there. Darwin as well. Bit overextended both ways. But Piggy is in definite trouble here. And we have Psycho moving in. 3U also losing a lot of HP. He is being pushed. And as such, now people are responding. That shot not panning might make all the difference here. They need Charles Darwin to be taken out. They need all the low HP targets gone. It goes for both teams, to be fair. He does eat one for it. And they need to get that base. 3U gets taken out. So does Charles Darwin. They're capping base C. Psycho is quite juicy. Has to be careful. Needs to not be there. And in this case, they need the point advantage. They don't necessarily need to get the base. They need to just get the advantage. Piggy, not looking too healthy. Psycho has to be careful. Is a one-shot. They did cap base C. ASN is not getting any points right now. Devotion in a horrible position there. Bad Song of Ice and Fire gets taken out. Magnitude gets taken out, but so does Chebus. Anya gets taken out. 990 points. They have it. They have it. Oh my god. This was so close. What a game. Beautiful. And again, it was a game that looked to be going in ASN's favor for a long time. But I think it's a slight overextending here and there. The crossfire from ASN was beautiful until they had like these moments where tanks were just slightly visible and the guns were trained on them and then they got taken out. And now U3 is up for potential match point, making it a potential 4-0 if they win the next game. So if U3 Now ready with 2 Type 71s, 2 60Ps, an IS4, 215B, and a Vigus. And on the ASN side, we're seeing 2 Type 71s, 2 IS4s potentially. I'm not a favor of calling lineups when people are not ready yet, but we see a Type 71, 2 of them, an LT and a 60P, and then there you go, another Type 71. And another one. And Anya? Let's see what Anya takes. 8 an LT. So 2 LTs, 4 Type 71s and a 60p. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to watch though. I do love this, to be fair. These are the kind of games that I absolutely adore. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. And here we go. Into the 4th game of this best of 7. In the meantime, I'm missing a great movie on TV. I just found out. The Sixth Sense. If you have not seen it, it is a bit of a creepy horror movie, but it's so good. And it's not horror in the typical style. It's only horror because there's ghosts. So we have ASN going a bit towards the middle. And a lot towards base A. Which is where the LTs are as well. But U3 is not there at all. Psycho is overlooking base B, does spot Charles Darwin there. So they know that there's people there. He does land the first shot there. Gets spotted in turn. And base C is being taken as well. But ASN has a point advantage here. So again, it will be up to U3 to actually make a move. And do something. 3U being quite forwards here. And we have all of ASN in the spawn. That is a tricky thing though. Look at this, look at this. This could go very well or very wrong. And he's like, oh, I did not meant to see anyone here. He manages to not get shot for that. And he does not get that shot in. But that basically now they know where most of the people are. And they are making use of that. Base B is now being capped. That's going to add to the pressure. Devotion does get shot for it. Biggie as well. They're not quite being as careful as they could be. Devotion losing a lot of HP for trying to cap that base. And he kind of decides that he doesn't want to be there. But look at this. 3U is in an awful position right now. He can't go one way. He can't go another. He's gonna get shot either way. He does still get another shot in. Devotion lost most of his HP trying to cap that. But now, U3 is actually a gun behind. They are pushing though. I think they want to take out targets, but Piggy has lost a lot more HP now. And they're actually getting in each other's way here. That is not helping them. Piggy is not going to survive this. Charles Darwin survives a split second longer. That shot not penning might have been vital here. Charles Darwin gets taken out, but so does Magnitude. Gun advantage. Chubus de Seur has been taken out. But now we have DLT arriving through base B. Biggie gets taken out and we have Leap all alone versus 4 tanks here. And that's not gonna... He does get a kill there though. And that is important. It is 2 versus 4 though. And for all intents and purposes, this should definitely be ASN's game. They're going off to Ilbury. And I think this is mainly misjudgment from U3 here. Because had they actually, if you, basically 3U spawning them was very important. But at the same time, it put him in such a bad position. He could literally not do anything there. Yeah, he's not gonna win this. There's just no way. And the game is for ASN. Well done. And let's see if ASN can hold this streak. One and a half minute left to go. We're going to go to Faust, which of course is one of my favorite maps. I do get that it's a bit of a difficult... It's difficult to spectate, but it's also a bit of a difficult tour map, I suppose. And we have 3 Type 71s, a 60p, a 215p and a Sheridan for U3 with another Type 71. Or maybe they're going to switch out lights. Let's see. Yeah, it's an LT. And on the other side we see 3 LTs, sorry, 5 Type 71s now. And an LT and potentially a 60p. There we go. 2 60Bs, 4 Type 71s and an LT. Faust is always a bit of a tricky map. But I absolutely love it. It's one of those, it's not that predictable. And that's partly what I love about it. Let's see. 20 seconds left to go. And then we get to go into the 5th game of this best of 7. In the meantime, I am going to quickly look at the brackets to see if anything is known yet about the other groups. Pink one from Phoenix 4-0. And Prof one from TRMT 4-2. So that's a quick. That started earlier, the group for the match for the 3rd place, I suppose. I'll go over the rest later on, after this battle. But yeah, some of the groups are already known, so the games have been pretty quick. Let's see. I do love this camo, it's so pretty. So we have ASN heading a bit towards the middle. With U3 neglecting base D altogether to go up the ramps. Shots are being fired. Psycho actually dropped down to cap that. I think they expected people to be at A, but only Bad a Song of Ice and Fire is there. And ASN has a slight point advantage here. Now we have 2 Type 71s going to cap. And he is not uncapping that. And Je Bus de Seur is probably not going to arrive on time. So they do get that base. 3U has taken a hit in between. And we have Psycho in the bush. Does get spotted for that shot. But now U3 has the point advantage, has the base advantage. Anya wants help. And again, ASN is sort of like stacking their tanks in the spawn. Which is... can go very well or very badly. Charles arriving there now. And I think they're singling out Biggie and Devotion here. But they're not alone. That's the thing. And they're in tanks that can hold quite nicely. 3U takes a little bit more damage there. Charles Darwin. And they are pushing. But pretty much all of... They need to be a bit more careful though. They're taking a bit of risk here. Bad Song of Ice and Fire. Devotion is potentially the sacrificial lamb here, I'm not sure. There goes Bad A Song of Ice and Fire. Charles Darwin is next in line to get shot. Devotion is still alive, if barely. Monster has been taken out. Devotion still alive. Biggie actually actively blocking, as is Ilbury. And he survives another reload. No, there he goes. He does get taken out in the end. But so far, that's 1 gun gone from U3. And 5 guns gone from ASN. And I think it's pretty safe to say that this will be U3 BPA's game. And that they will have to match up. And there he goes. 4-1 score. Very well played here. Overall, these were lovely matches. The games were pretty close. This was the only one where I felt that there was like well, not easy. Easy not the right word. But a resounding victory is maybe the right word. ASN actually made the mistake here of pushing. And basically grouping their tanks together in spawn. So yeah, let's have a quick look. I'm not sure if we can see the places, if that updates in the game as well. That's not what I meant to do. This is where I meant to go. Yeah, no, this is already... Okay, I'm gonna read them to you. So we had Group 1, which is 4-0 for Pink, Phoenix 2nd, and Prof 3rd. Then in Group 2, we've got BPS first with 4-0 versus Legion. And then we have Cash 3rd. On Group 3, that is still going, but Win won 1st place. Well, 3rd place, I should say, sorry. Group 4, we've got BPS versus UZ. That was 4-0 and 0-1-4-1 from Demo. Group 5 is still going, but Crowley has 3rd place. Emo got 4th place in Group 6. BW and Z won 4-0 from BTD, and PSNR won 3rd. Let's see, we had Group 7, so we know that result. Group 8 is 4-1 for Raid, so their first. TQT is 2nd, and DM is 3rd. I'm actually going to go back to Group. Haggy won 4-2 from Ego, so unfortunately the Grump members did not win 3rd place there. Then we had Group 9. Quick won 4-0 from Wagme, and Chart is 3rd place. And then we have Group 10. Appa won 4-0 and Zenith won 4-0 as well. So we have OGT in the 2nd place, but Zenith surrendered. No? Yeah, Zenith 4th. 3rd, I mean, oh god, I can't brain anymore. Then we have the group that I don't know, Ikpa 4-0 from Booty, and Jesus won from Synergy. So Synergy is 4th. And last but not least, we have EG winning 4-0 from Unique, and A1N1 getting 3rd place there. So that is all the scores that are known right now. I am going to finish the stream here. I'm not going to wait for all the games to be over, mainly because I want to fix my internet for my housemates before they purposefully reset the modem. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for the lovely games, U3 BPA, and of course ASN, because honestly, yes, we had 2 more teams, but you can't really say that those were... Yeah, okay. Kudos to them as well, I suppose. But I do hope you have 7 players next time, at least. But yeah, thank you to U3BPA for the fantastic games and ASN as well. It was lovely to watch. So wish you all a very good evening, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the next qualifier. Good night!